machine has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Wallace comes in for George. For three, Henderson. Wiggins with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
It's Joe on the wing, covered by Simon. Joe passes to Wallace. And it's Portland with the rebound. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Caruso against Grant. Williams with the steal. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And when Grant gets to the rim like that, you can't help but foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Simons from outside sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 10 points in the game.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simons right on the money.
Down low, stolen by Grant.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Wallace against Henderson. Here's Wiggins. Here's Wallace. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we jump. Finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Portland out in front, up by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
Stand up and make some.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. They've got Klingon and Bernie Simons out there with Sharp. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Portland leading by 3. Pass to Klingon. Ball's knocked loose. Another shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Holmgren with it, and Simons picks him up defensively. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Denny Avdia picks one up.
Team foul.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
Dylan Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Good on the second free throw.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Outside, Avdia. Pass to Klingon. Clock at 6. He can't hit that time.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
It's dance time in Portland.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Williams. It's deflected.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Clingan can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
Sharp against Dort. Pass to Clingan. Over Hartenstein. Nails the baby hook. 6 points for Donovan Clingan. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
The first one falls.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Simons against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Clingan. Simons with the ball. Oh, good with the triple.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Here's Dort. Makes it off the glass.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Outside, Simons. Williams against Sharp. Pass to Kamare. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three.
Personal foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point
At the
attempt.
line for Portland.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Count that bucket.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Clingan. Here's Simons. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, those are some big points from Simons, delivering when they needed it.
Avdia with the rebound. Portland has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the court. The offensive rebound. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Holmgren. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 2. 1:52 left in the fourth. And Portland has possession. Simons up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Avdia on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside, Simon. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Driving the lane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Tenacious play from Dort when it matters most. He was not distracted by the stakes at hand.
Pass to Klingon. Goes up on the wing. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And how about the poise from the rookie? Klingon with a crucial basket.
The pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Here's Sharp. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game ball, and the call will be against Anthony Simons.
Fourth personal
That will get him
foul.
his 4th foul of the game.
Team
Oh,
foul.
great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And that's an intentional foul.
Blazers foul. Sharp. Third personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting.
So the
for
first one
Oklahoma
drops,
City.
and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for 2.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 7. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
Substitution on the court.
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road